Okay, so my part is on the Western pressures and the shifting of balance on global power took place here. Because of this, Europe and China had a changing relationship, and this transformation was displayed most in the Opium Wars. Opium is a highly addictive drug, but at first it was known to be a drinkable medicine and was known as a magical cure. But not until the late 18th century, opium became a serious problem. And this was because British began to use opium, and they grew and processed their opium in India, and this was to cover up their imbalance with China. British and American and Western versions also benefited a lot from this highly addictive drug because they had profitable markets from it, and not until 1773, China had 1,000 chests, which each weighed 153 pounds. A few years later, which was 1832, opium then exploded with them having 23,000 chests. China had many addicts, and they were men, women, court officials, students, and even soldiers going into combat. Not until 1836, there was a debate in court whether to legalize the drug or limit the use on opium. The Emperor Lin Zixu led many protests against this drug because it was bringing China a lot of problems economically and politically. Britain was very intimidated by this, so they led expeditions to China and wanted to teach them a lesson, which then resulted in the Opium Wars. After that, China had lost control of Vietnam, Korea, and Taiwan.
Alright, so my part of this presentation was about Lin Zixi, and he was born in 1785, and he was the son of a scholarly father. And when he passed his test after 2 failed attempts, he became a Chinese bureaucracy. And Lim emphasized health hazards of drugs, and in the mid-1839s he had arrested around 1,700 people. What he did was he told the Chinese to leave their jobs and block the Europeans in their factory. And in 1840, Lin policies they weren't considered as good, so what they had did to him was they sent him back to China, a remote post in China, since he wasn't doing good. And Lin had a great journey throughout his life, and he passed away in the 1850s.
I'm going to talk about China trying to conserve modernization because they were falling back in technology, and they were going to be able to do this through a method known as self-strengthening, in which this was able to bring new industrial factories, coal mines, shipyards, irrigation, and foreign language schools. And this did bring back the economy and the social order, but what the government started noticing was that the local authorities benefited more than the state, and this they feared the student anti-war movement known as the Boxer Uprising built off self-strengthening, and China was a dependent state but under foreign control.
By the late 1800s, many people started building clubs. People started building clubs because of China's disparate situation. Some of these clubs were clubs such as the National Rejuvenation Society, Society to Protect the Nation, and Understand the National Shame Society. Gender roles became a great focus of opposition. No one expressed this issue more than Chu Ji. Thus was born the immense, powerful source of nationalism. Some places such as the Ottoman Empire and China both fell into global power and modernity.